everybody, welcome back to my channel. I hope that you had a good weekend and I hope that you enjoyed last week's video. So this week I wanted to talk to you about maternity fashion essentials, or at least what I considered essential for me. These are just a couple of things that I found helped, again, make the pregnancy journey much more enjoyable. I don't want, like I said, I don't want to say bearable, because it wasn't unbearable. There was moments I didn't like being pregnant, but that's kind of natural. But there are other moments that I loved being pregnant. And I want to say that maybe some of the issues that I have with being pregnant might have had to do with fashion and finding things that fit and things like that. So in this video, I'm going to talk about some things that I found that worked for me, that helped kind of ease the fashion issues that I may have faced. So if you're interested in seeing what I considered fashion essentials, then just keep watching. All right, welcome back from the break that we had. We're gonna jump right into it. I just want to say that if you hear like a weird kind of white noise in the background, that's the baby monitor, and my daughter is taking a nap. So anyways, let's start from the top. The most essential thing that I found for my fashion life while I was pregnant, and that was the belly band. I have to say that this thing is amazing. Whoever made it, I love you. Like, you are just the most amazing person ever, and I would like to meet you so that I could shake your hand and maybe fangirl a little bit. This little piece, and what I wish is that I bought more, like more black and more white, because I only had one, and then, you know, after a minute it gets kind of, you know, ratchet and you have to wash it and then you're without it. So, but this piece of fabric, this little stretchy piece of fabric helped me and keep my pants. And this, you know, it sounds kind of weird, but I found that I had to buy less maternity pants than I otherwise would have, thanks to this piece of fabric. So, you know, the first trimester, you're kind of bloated, but most of your stuff is still fitting. Then you get into the second trimester, and things start to get a little tight. And then third trimester, just give it up. But this piece, like I was still wearing pants and jeans that, you know, I'd worn before pregnancy. It helped keep pants up, you know, and then I would wear like a camisole or a long shirt over it so that, you know, if anything rode up, you didn't really see anything. But again, I was wearing pants from like pre-pregnancy, you know, with this band, and this really helped. And I still ended up getting some maternity pants, you know, to be a little bit more comfortable, but not as many as I thought I would have, thanks to this. Like I said, it's very comfortable. It's, you know, it's not really tight. It's snug, but not tight. It's got enough stretch and give into it. It's very soft on the skin, and like I said, I found it worth the money for me. So this is top of the list for my maternity fashion essential. Excuse me. Second most important thing, especially if you have kind of like large breasts, or even if you don't, they're right when they say that your breasts get bigger as, you know, your pregnancy progresses, and your bras that you had before are not going to fit. They're not going to feel comfortable. The underwire is going to dig in. The bands are going to be too tight. All those cute, sexy Victoria's Secret bras, they're just not going to work. So my second fashion essential was, these aren't necessarily maternity bras, but they're kind of in the same vein. These are just like stretchy, no underwire bras that I found to be literally a godsend. Especially as the second trimester hit, my breasts were getting, you know, bigger, and they were a little bit more tender, and, you know, the whole nipple issue and everything like that. These bras came in handy. And even now, after giving birth, you know, your breasts are kind of going down, and for some women, your breasts don't ever really go back to the size that they were. And I think I'm finding myself in that situation, is that my bras from before that I got pregnant don't fit the same. They're not like crazy tight, but they're not as comfortable as they used to be. So I'm gonna have to go get some new bras, or at least get remeasured and make sure that, you know, where I'm at. But these bras right here, these stretchy ones, were amazing during pregnancy, and they're amazing now. They're soft, they're comfortable, they're easy, they have lots of stretch to them, they're very forgiving, I think the only thing that I don't like about them is that they're kind of boring, they're kind of basic, and some of the clothes, some of the shirts especially, you're not going to be able to wear these because this top part kind of peeks out of your shirt, and so it looks like you're wearing a camisole. So depending on the shirt, it could work, but sometimes it doesn't, and then you kind of have to either shove yourself back into an old bra or spend money and get a new one. So it's one of the two. But this was definitely a lifesaver. So another maternity fashion essential that I found that helped me kind of get through everything and made everything better was flats. These have seen better days, and I think I got these. I got these at Old Navy. It was these, and then as summer hit, I got a pair of sandals from Shoe Dazzle? No, Just Fab. I got a pair of shoes from there. So between the sandals and these, I was set. Some women can keep, their heels, and I did keep up, I wore one or two pairs of heels, but not really. Flats were a godsend. They were a lifesaver for me. They were comfortable. They kind of went with everything that I had anyway. And my feet didn't swell, and they haven't grown in size, but they were just more comfortable, because let's get real, you're carrying a little bit of extra weight, and I admit I was one of them that I wasn't really all that balanced, and I found myself sometimes tripping over stuff, or using the wall as support, because sometimes your balance is just off and you're trying to rebalance yourself, and so flats really helped. So essential for me during my pregnancy was flats. Tennis shoes, sandals that had no heel, just slip-on shoes, anything like that, that was working for me. So another essential that I found for fashion was long flowy shirts. This one in particular, it came from Pink Blush, and this is just a pretty little kind of white flowy 3/4 sleeves, and I kind of wish that it wasn't maternity, because I would rock this. But no, seriously, flowy shirts really were kind of a godsend, especially when you're wearing the belly band and you're wearing pants that don't really fit you anymore. This kind of helped hide everything, and I don't want to say keep your modesty, but if you're wearing your pants open and unzipped and you got the belly band on, if you raise your arms, a shorter shirt that doesn't have as much flow to it, everybody's going to see everything. So this this helped a lot, and it also was comfortable. Some women, will keep their old shirts, and I did. I kept a lot of my old shirts and I wore them, especially the ones that had stretch to them, my t-shirts, things like that. But some of the tighter shirts I just wasn't going to get away with, and so the flowy shirts helped with that, and again, it also helped with comfort and stuff like that. So as a side note on that, I did find it worthwhile to buy maternity clothing, especially some key pieces. Again, the pants, the belly band, maybe one or two shirts, dresses, especially dresses, because the dresses I had were not going to work. Some people will tell you that don't do it, stay in your own clothes, do this. I say spend the money and get the clothes, especially if you plan on having more than one child. There's nothing wrong with buying maternity clothes. And contrary to popular belief, maternity clothes are cute. I don't understand where people are saying that they're not cute. I've been to Target, they have some cute clothes. Pink Blush Maternity has some cute clothes. Where else did I go? Kohl's had some cute clothes. JCPenney's, your kind of basic stores had cute maternity clothing. And then if you're still keeping some of your old pieces to mix in with the maternity clothing, you're set. So I'm going to say don't believe the hype. Maternity clothing is cute. There are some good, brands out there that are not expensive. You don't have to go, the Jessica Simpson route or anything like that. You can go to Target and get some cute stuff and put your own spin on it. And you don't have to spend a fortune on maternity clothing, and it's not just moo-moos anymore. Rant is over. Sorry, I feel kind of strongly about that, so I just had to say something, but rant is over. So another maternity essential that I found, and I kind of mentioned it just a second ago, is the over the belly pants. And I wish I had a pair, but kind of put some of my maternity stuff away. You've seen them. They're the ones where they have that band that comes up over the belly and it kind of covers the whole belly and everything. I love those pants. I had some friends who were pregnant that hated them. They liked the ones that had the stretchy sides. I tried those. I hated those. Because it was cutting in at the wrong spot and I couldn't get it comfortable. Like if I was standing and walking, it was fine. But the minute I sat down, it kind of sunk into the spot, like right, I think there's like a vein right there. It just would cut into it and it would just get so tight and so uncomfortable. And I felt like the blood flow was, oh my goodness, I just couldn't take it. So the over the belly pants, the ones that have the band, like I said, that goes over the belly and kind of covers everything and literally almost comes up to your neck. Love those. I have a pair of shorts and I had a pair of leggings and I found them comfortable. Had to go check them out. Over the belly maternity pants, comfortable, supportive, and kind of almost like a belly band. Not too constricting. Again, you wearing your shirt is too short. You raise your hand, the belly, that band piece covers everything. So I enjoyed them. I thought they were comfortable, fun, easy. I enjoyed them immensely. That's an idea. I want to say maybe the last thing on my list of essentials was stretchy panties. Not necessarily granny panties, but if that's the route you want to go, I support you. You got to do what's comfortable. But when I say stretchy panties, I'm, kind of like the cotton ones. Maybe even again the granny panties, the stretchy silk ones. You can find them sometimes at Victoria's Secrets if you don't want to get the boring ones. Anything that's gonna give when you pull it up over your belly and things like that. Or if you can't get it over the belly, if it's rolls down, it's not going to be tight and constricting down here up underneath the belly. So I didn't really invest in maternity panties. I wore the same ones that I'd worn, before I got pregnant. Some of them had stretch to them, and so I kind of stuck to those and washed them over and over again and bought extra pairs. They were cotton, they were stretchy. They weren't necessarily maternity, so sometimes they would sit underneath the belly. That was fine. I found that comfortable. I don't know why I found that comfortable and not the pants. That's something to think about. But yeah, I would say, stretchy panties. If you're going to do granny panties, that's fine. Anything like that that's going to give around the belly and not be so tight and constricting. It kind of cuts you off as you're moving and as you're growing, at least until the 3rd trimester. All right. So that is my list of fashion or maternity fashion essentials. Again, I know somebody's going to say something different. Somebody's going to have something different. It's what makes the world go round. This is simply my list of things that worked for me, that I found, again, essential, and that I just really couldn't do without, especially the belly band. I think that out of all of the things on the list, if I just had the belly band, if that's the only thing I could have, that was really going to work. As an extra side note, I did get that support band that was supposed to go around the back and go up underneath the belly. And it was kind of like a back brace for pregnant women. It didn't really work for me. Again, it cut into me the same way that the pants did, right up underneath the belly into that vein that's right there. It was really uncomfortable. And again, when I was standing, it was fine, but sitting down with it, it was just, I don't want to say unbearable, but I was not happy and I was pulling it off every time. So for me personally, it was a waste of money that I spent. I know that it works for other women, and maybe one of you women out there could email me or comment and tell me how you wore it so that it worked for you, because maybe there's plans for another child. I don't really know, but if it does happen and I still have this band, I want it to work for me. I want to get my money's worth out of it. But so far, during my pregnancy, it didn't work. So if you have suggestions, ideas, anything like that, let me know. With that said, we are at the end of my video. I hope that you found it helpful, informative, maybe gave you some ideas. If you have any ideas for me, feel free to leave them down below in the comment section, or you can Facebook me, you can Instagram me, you can tweet at me if you want to, anything like that. Just let me know what you think, and if you have any ideas. So I hope that you enjoyed this video. I hope that you have a good rest of the week, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!